This is Volusia Today, a public information radio program brought to you by the County of Volusia.
All right, first show 2025. You guys ready?
Absolutely.
Let's do this. Good morning, Volusia County. My name is Michael Ryan, and you are listening to Volusia Today. It is our first show of 2025. And quite possibly our last video show. We'll have that discussion at the end. Clayton, how was your I'm joined by a whole panel of co-hosts today. Clayton, how was your holiday?
Oh, it was amazing. Went back up to Kentucky, see the family. Kids got a lot of good gifts. Got to enjoy some leisure time. So it was great. And I'm back in the saddle, ready to get things going for 25.
Look at how excited you are to serve Volusia County.
I've already had 2 cups of coffee. This is my energy drink. So I am ready to go.
Kelsey, your holiday was good?
Yeah, I did not have any leisure time. I was working very hard for the residents of Volusia County through the holidays, so...
we appreciate that.
You're welcome. I'm also on my second cup of coffee.
Yeah. She also has a toddler. That's why she had a horrible Christmas, chasing that toddler around.
That's so sad.
That's true. I think Christmas is supposed to be for the kids, isn't it?
It's true.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And Maggie gets to say that's sad because she has no kids. How was your Christmas, Maggie?
It was good. It was laid back. Nothing crazy.
Yeah. Again,
no
kids.
No 5:30 a.m. wake up.
Stress free.
Yeah.
I took 3 teenagers skiing for Christmas. That was super smart. I don't remember the last time I heard so much bad language and crying, and that was just me. That wasn't even them. That was just me dealing with them.
We didn't come back with broken bones.
And yeah, this is
That
true.
is
This is
true,
true.
yeah.
You know what, Clayton? I'll tell you this, and we'll get into some news. I fell twice on my ski trip. Once was in my front yard. Once was just standing there in the front yard, and the next time was putting the boots on in the ski shop. And at no point did I fall actually skiing. But I fell in front of a bunch of people just standing there doing nothing.
But did you fall off the ski lift, or they had to stop it?
That was the last trip, Clayton.
Last
We do not speak of that trip.
I did that once too. So yeah, you're not alone there.
Dude, literally, this girl put her board on top of my skis as we were getting on the lift, and I fell, and she gets on and goes like nothing ever happened, and the guy has to pick me up, and yeah, it was great. It was cool.
At least when I was driving in Kentucky, going through the hills of West Virginia to get there, it was snowing. And
yes.
I was doing like 45, and everybody's whipping by me doing like 65 or 70.
Yeah.
So I know people are like probably laughing like that typical Floridian driver can't drive in the snow.
So welcome to 2025. We got lots of things going on. Clayton, I know a big thing that happened for us in Volusia County on January 1st was what?
Oh, the big thing. I mean, this is the biggest thing.
As
far as my world,
Yeah, your unhealthy obsession. What is it?
It is the Park Volusia program. So, we did kind of roll this out in 2 phases. Back in October in 24, we rolled out where residents could drive on the beach for free. And then starting 3 days ago on January 1st is when residents can park in any of our 65 off-beach lots for free. Sorry, now, so to get over a little bit of a cold.
That's okay.
Go ahead. It looks like you're going to interject.
So residents can park for free.
Yes.
But what about non-residents?
Non-residents, that's the biggest change of the Park Volusia program, because before January 1st, all of the county's off-beach parking lots were free for everybody. Resident, non-resident, did not matter. Starting January 1st, if you are a non-resident, you have a couple options. Obviously, what we're recommending, especially if you're a frequent beachgoer, is to go to parkvolusia.org or go to one of the 2 offices in New Smyrna Beach or Daytona Beach Shores, and you can pay $100 to get an annual pass, where that allows you to park anywhere from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. in any of our 65 lots. If you don't go that frequent, you could also pay $20 per day to park in either lots. I've had to answer this couple questions. Our media friends out there is, say you pull into Sunsplash Park and like 8 a.m., you could pay there. You could get online and pay. You could scan the little QR codes. We have it, all the signs there. There's actually kiosks in some of the bigger lots. You pay the $20. Say you spend an hour or 2 there at Sunsplash and you want to go eat lunch somewhere. And then, hey, I think I want to drop down to New Smyrna and check that out. You pull into a lot there, and your parking is still valid for that day.
All right.
So, again, obviously if you're going 5 days a year, we recommend we go ahead and buy that annual pass. If not, pay $20 and you can pay, or you can get there.
I told Kelsey on Christmas morning. No, it was New Year's morning. my wife and I woke up and I said, we just come from the mountains and skiing and stuff. And I said, let's go to the beach. We live at the beach. We don't get to the beach enough. So we woke up on New Year's morning, jumped in the car, and started driving there. And I was like,
You
oh my
can't
God,
park.
we can't park. Yeah, that's exactly what.
We did that too. Like,
I was like, I actually work here.
We work here. And we were like, okay, we have to go like do stuff at the beach today. We're like, oh my gosh, remember that?
I'm gonna get like arrested or towed or like
I think
something.
that we have promoted that we forgot to do.
So out of everybody here, I'm the only one who's registered her vehicle.
Well, as of
I now not admit
as
if
of
I
New Year's
have.
morning, I'm registered. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right.
Yeah, but I have to. And the point was on New Year's morning we were driving to the beach, and I looked at my wife and I said, "Oh my gosh, we can't park. We got to figure this out." Between my house and the beach, she registered all 3 cars. And it was super easy, and there's a little bit of a waiting period. You have to register; they have to check your documentation and stuff like that. So we may or may not have had approved registration by the time we actually parked at the beach, but it happened later that day. So depending on what kind of paperwork you submit and stuff, it may take a minute or two, but it's fairly quick and fairly easy to do it.
The typical turnaround time is about 24 hours,
Yeah.
but typically no more than 48 hours.
Yeah.
So like I said, it's a very quick, painless process. And if you're listening out there, there's almost 50,000 people who've already registered for the program. So I'm really trying to promote that. What do the young ones call it? Fear of missing out. FOMO. I'm trying to get that out there, like everybody else is doing it.
The young ones and Mrs. Ryan also.
Okay.
That, yeah, she lives in that world. Yeah. Clayton, why did we do Park Volusia? What's the point?
I mean, the point is just for out there, everybody listening, that the beach, like the portalets, the lifeguards, the maintenance of it, that is paid through property taxes,
right?
And to help offset some of the costs for our local taxpayers, like all of us in here, Volusia County residents, is non-residents need to start paying their share.
Yeah.
And that is going to be part of, like I said, even the driving on the beach. I know we're really trying to hit on off-beach parking because that is went into effect.
Yeah.
But the residents, even back before October 1st, it's like $20, $25 for an annual pass. Again, now that's free through Park Volusia. But the non-residents, they can still purchase an annual pass, but it's just a little bit more. And
I think the bottom line is we, as Volusia County residents, which I think everybody here is at the table, at least today on the panel, we all pay for the maintenance of the beach through our property taxes, and it's our beach. It's a Volusia County beach, or beaches. We pay for those, and I think a lot of people don't understand how much it costs to actually maintain and run a beach. You look at it like it's a natural resource. It's there one way or another. But we have lifeguards. There's law enforcement. The actual maintenance of the beach itself and the ramps, all of that costs money. And we pay for it through our property taxes. But those who come from different counties or out of state, it is really about. It's basically a user fee. If you're using that service, it's only fair that you pay for a portion of that service, and that's all it is. It's fairly simple.
And this is not a foreign concept. A lot of places do this.
Yeah. So also, beach news. There is a survey out there, Clayton, that is going to be very beneficial for residents and visitors alike. Tell me about that.
There's the Coastal Management Survey. It's been operating now for about 3 weeks. We've had about 2,600 people who have completed the survey so far. I actually looked into the analytics last night, so I'm a data nerd. The average time people are taking is about 5.5 minutes, even though I put in there it could take 10 minutes, so I miscalculated that.
You under-delivered and over-promised.
Yeah, so
something like
5.5 minutes, I think like 90% of the people who actually click on the survey complete, so that's a very high rate. Essentially, we're wanting to know how people use our beach, where they go on the beach, what activities they do at the beach, what are their perceptions of the beach, it's not just open to Volusia County residents, but everybody. So if non-residents, they come, how do our beaches compare to other beaches in the state of Florida?
Right.
And this is part of a larger concept of a long-term beach management and resilience plan. I know everybody's heard Jessica Fincher say time and time again, big changes are going to come to the beach to make it more resilient. And it's going to be unique. That's why we ask your, what zip code, what city you live in, because what the residents and the visitors who are going to New Smyrna Beach, what they want to see done to their beach may look different than what the residents in Ormond Beach do. So,
Kelsey, you're probably the newest Volusia County resident sitting at the table. How many beaches do we have?
That's a great question.
Well, I thank you. I appreciate you complimenting my question. I really appreciate that.
I don't know.
Dead air is bad, so give me an answer
Okay,
fast.
4.
Okay, incorrect.
Okay,
Maggie?
I don't. There's just one beach, but there's 47 miles.
there
That's
you
fine.
go. That's
That's a PR answer right there. Ding, ding, ding.
That's
Wrong, but you get a promotion because that's
okay. I got the miles right.
It's
It's
great.
47 miles.
Is it 47
coastline,
miles?
Yes,
right?
yep,
Yeah.
that's what I was going to throw in there.
Clayton, how many beaches do we have?
Yeah, I'll just go with the 47 miles because that's.
Where is Jessica Fentress when I need her?
Hey, she's
Michael,
got an
how
advantage.
many beaches do we have?
7. You guys work here. You need to get on the ball.
There's only
Catch
one
up.
beach. It's just one.
Right.
You can walk right
But-
into Ormond Beach from Daytona on
But
the
to,
beach.
but to Clayton's point, that's why the survey asks you where you live, because the residents of Ormond Beach may want their beach to look slightly different than New Smyrna, and versus Daytona Beach, which is a beast all in of itself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so it is important to Maggie as a resident. I know you're a resident and you're very busy planning a wedding and planning your 19 children you're going to have starting in about 3 months.
And working.
But as a resident, it's important you stop and take this 5 minutes and fill this out, because the beach really is one of our greatest natural assets in Volusia County. But it contributes to so much of your life that you don't even. It contributes to the economy, right? And the tourism and all of the stuff, jobs and all that stuff. So what the beach looks like in the future is very, very important to all of us, especially those of us who live here and pay taxes.
Yep. And if you're a registered Park Volusia person, just be checking your email this afternoon, because we will be sending an email out to the 50,000 around that area that have registered, giving them information about the survey and the direct link to take it. And if you want to go ahead and do it right now while you're listening, head over to volusia.org. It's on the homepage. And Maggie's done a wonderful job promoting it on social media, so we really appreciate that.
Did you guys take? I took the survey.
You took the survey?
I took the survey.
Wow, good job.
Yeah.
I did too.
You took the survey and you didn't register for Park Volusia?
Yeah. Well,
Six
you know,
months
here's
Well,
my
Clayton
thought.
also asked us to do it. He said, "Hey guys,
Yes.
can you do this?" I said, "Sure, great. Anything for Clayton."
No.
I forgot about Park Volusia.
Anything for Clay.
Not trying to drive numbers up, but trying to get. They are residents. I've been telling everybody about it.
But surveys in general are very important. How can we make improvements and fix things without having the proper data? I'm like Clayton. I need the numbers. I need to know what we can fix and how we can make it better.
Kelsey, that's a really good point, because government gets blamed for just making decisions, just doing things without actually involving the residents quite often. And this survey really is a reach of transparency for us.
I love surveys.
And again, it goes back to the individual beaches. The fact that we're asking individual communities what they want their beach to look like is a level of detail we didn't need to go into. But it's important that we know what everybody wants. So,
And it's just not a one-time survey, because there's actually going to be public meetings that are going to start probably next month.
Yeah.
And then there'll be a follow-up survey more about the options of what type of improvements people want to see at their beach, probably released late spring or in the summer. And at the very last question of that survey we put in there, you can enter your email address, and that way, once we have set the meetings, you'll get noticed on that, as well as whenever the second survey, I'll be blowing up your email, well, just one time as a friendly reminder, say, hey.
that's not true.
Maybe twice. Just say, hey, thank you for taking the first survey. Just let you know, here's the link to the second survey. We'd really appreciate your feedback again.
Clayton, give me the deadline on that survey again.
January 12th.
All right.
11:59 p.m.
January 12th, go fill out your survey. I tell you what, let's take a quick break, and we'll come back and talk everything County Council.
Subscribe to the Volusia County YouTube channel.
And hit the bell icon to know what's happening in your hometown.
There are so many great places to explore.
And things to learn.
With over 1,000 videos available right now, the channel offers something for everyone.
Let's go!
Did you know we have countless features showcasing history, nature, wildlife, and recreation? Subscribe and hit the bell icon.
Or that we live stream important county meetings and workshops where leaders make decisions that can impact our everyday lives. Did you subscribe yet?
Or that we record our weekly radio show, Volusia Today, where we interview staff from the different divisions and departments across our great county, and they discuss the nitty-gritty of their field and expertise.
Go ahead, subscribe.
But that's not it. There's more. Subscribe and hit the bell icon and fully explore.
Score!
Welcome back, everyone, to Volusia Today, your one and only trusted source for local Volusia County government information. You didn't say that this morning, so I had to jump in there and throw it out there.
I just got to say, Maggie just pointed out that at the moment when the red light goes on the mics, we're live on the air.
You never noticed that?
No, I've noticed, but Maggie's been on the radio show for a year now.
Oh, okay.
Maggie, thank you for giving us that news.
Anytime.
She's trying to make you look good.
We're live in the red light. Clayton, so coming up, there's lots of activity at the county council.
Mm-hmm.
We have a meeting on, what's the first meeting, the 9th?
The 9th, yes. That's the first meeting of the year.
Yep.
Some people have been asking, what's it on Thursday? Don't you always do your meetings on Tuesday? And that is correct. But per the county's charter, the first county council meeting of the new calendar year always has to take place on the Thursday following the first Monday of the year.
Yes.
So that's the first meeting. Just didn't want everybody to show up on Tuesday thinking, where's the county council meeting? Like, I'm up in the chamber, somebody's here. But no, it's on Thursday.
Everybody's me and you, Kelsey. He's trying to protect us.
No, I'm talking to the residents here.
So at that meeting, they do what I call a reorg, right?
Mm-hmm.
They swear in the new council members.
Mm-hmm.
Which we have 3 continuing council members. It's probably not the right word, right? And then there's going to be a basic meeting that morning, Clayton, and then there's going to be a workshop that afternoon.
Yeah, well, kind of a goal-setting workshop of what are their goals for the future year, what do they kind of want to direct staff. We want to see more of this, we want to see less of this. So, that's a good opportunity for our residents to chime in and come. Obviously, we live stream all of our meetings, so if they are not able to physically attend, they can watch live. They're not able to watch live. It's always published on our County Volusia YouTube channel.
So, Clayton, let's try this real quick. What is the county council today has 5 goals for 2024. Name one of them.
Fiscal conservativeship.
I'll take that. Kelsey?
Infrastructure.
I don't think that's on the list.
I
nice job. But hey, you threw it out there. Maggie.
I'm not even going to try. I have no clue.
Okay, between now and next Friday, we all have some homework. We're going to come back and we're going to have this quiz again and name the 5 county council goals because we all, again, work here and we should know that.
We'll be able to watch the workshop live. This is my first year as a Volusia County resident. So we'll be able to, and if you are able to see how, people actually make decisions, this workshop is a really cool way to do that and get involved in your government and watch how decisions get made.
That's a good point. This meeting in particular, lots of county council meetings, there are, every county council meeting, there are very important decisions that are made, right? There's also, if you're a layman, there's also all kinds of stuff that happens that doesn't seem necessarily, that is housekeeping that has to happen to keep government moving forward.
Very government.
Some of it's not as exciting and sexy as some of the other high profile stuff. But you're absolutely right, Kelsey. This one is where they set the goals for next year. And they have the last year, if I remember right, the goals evolved. I wouldn't say they changed; they weren't necessarily new, but they evolved them into a different level. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. This one, if you're going to watch a council meeting, the second half of this one on the 9th is the one to do. Maggie, we also have a council meeting a special meeting on the 14th.
We do.
What's going on there?
There is a special meeting on Tuesday, January 14th at 4 p.m. in the County Council chambers to discuss a potential development moratorium in Volusia County.
I'm sorry, say that again.
There is a meeting on January 14th at 4 p.m. in the County Council chambers to discuss a potential development moratorium in Volusia County.
Oh my gosh, Clayton, what is a development moratorium?
It's essentially a pause on what Maggie said, like any type of new development of subdivisions, buildings, and so forth. It's a pause on building.
So this meeting in particular is a big deal. It's on the 14th at 4 p.m. It's on the 14th at 4 p.m. And the last time I saw the agenda, again, it may evolve a little bit because there's some time between now and then. There really only is one item on the agenda, Clayton, and it is considering the development moratorium. And it's significant when any community does that. It's not uncommon. It happens. Happens for lots of different reasons. Sometimes when communities are growing too fast, they need to pause to let the infrastructure catch up. There's different reasons why.
And I think some of the city governments, they've also been holding these special meetings too.
Yes, yeah. So that's going to be an important meeting. Very important to watch. Again, it's at 4 p.m. on the 14th in the council chambers. You can also watch online. I do expect that to be a lengthy meeting with quite a bit of public comment. It's a big deal, one way or another, if they choose to go that direction.
And then also, like, if our residents are unable to attend in person, but the day before 4 p.m., they could email publicparticipation@volusia.org and provide their comments so it can be taken into the record.
All right. And then that's a special meeting. So then we still have our third meeting on the what is that? The third Tuesday of the month that's coming up. That'll be a nice regular meeting. That'll kind of be the first one where we really get into just regular business and stuff. So
and we'll be at all of them.
I'm sorry?
And we will be at all of them.
And we will be, yes, please come say hi. You don't go to any meeting. What are you talking about?
I go to every single one of them.
You do not go to a meeting.
Thank you very much.
No, that's me. I have to go to the meetings.
No, don't let him fool you.
Come in and out.
Michael's just so laser focused on what's going on. He doesn't see anybody else going down.
I tell you what, let's take one more break and we'll come back and talk about what's my unhealthy obsession, Clayton?
The Ocean Center.
I love the Ocean Center. Let's talk about the Ocean Center when we get back. Thank you.
We are Volusia County Beach Safety. We're here to serve Volusia County's 47 miles of unique coastline. You know, Volusia County beaches. Yeah, those beaches. But also these beaches. We have millions of visitors every year, and we work around the clock to keep our beaches safe and beautiful. And you can help.
Swim near a staff lifeguard tower.
Pick up your trash. And fill holes. Identify, avoid, and escape rip currents.
Please leave the beach cleaner than you found it.
There we go. Look out for one another and keep an eye on kids, especially near the traffic lane and in the water.
Pets are allowed at our 2 pet-friendly beaches, Lighthouse Point Park and Smyrna Dunes Park.
If you see something, say something.
A clean and safe beach guarantees fun in the sun for everyone. Thank you for doing your part to keep Volusia County beaches beautiful. See you at the beach!
Make the most of your day at the beach. Download the Volusia County Beaches app today. Sign up for real-time notifications on vehicle ramp openings and closings. Find staffed lifeguard towers. Get updates on tides and beach conditions, plus off-beach parking and coastal parks info. Volusia County Beaches app is available for your smart devices at the App Store.
Welcome back, Volusia County. We are your trusted source for Volusia County news. As
one and only.
One and only.
No, Sheldon Garden is out there. Read a Sheldon story every once in a while.
We're about to chat about the Ocean Center, which Michael loves.
I love the Ocean Center.
Obsessed with.
The OC.
And the OC, I think we are now also all forcibly obsessed.
Yes.
with the Ocean Center.
We're in a little deep.
You're Ocean Center adjacent.
Yes, that's a great way to put it. But I will not be attending this week's event. Michael will be.
Oh, the home show.
How excited.
I cannot wait.
The home show.
You know why, Kelsey?
Hot tub.
I need the hot tub.
Oh, okay.
That's exactly right. Hold on. Mrs. Ryan may be listening. We don't want to.
I was going to say, I don't want my wife to know about
this
thing. It's like, no.
She and I are on different pages. But yes, we will be at the home show this weekend. It's going to be two days. Is that right?
It's 2 days. It's the 4th and the 5th. The same times, except for the 5th, they do close an hour earlier.
Yes.
So you got to clean up and get all those hot tubs out of there.
Someday. Yeah, get all those hot tubs.
It is free, too. So if, you're looking for something to do or you're doing renovations on your house or, you want to clean up some rental properties and you're like, let's redo the landscaping.
All right.
Check out the home show.
So what else is there's also another big event coming up this weekend.
This week. It's not this weekend. This is Jeff Dunham. So I think anyone who has any idea of comedy or, just watched it on TV, grew up around Jeff Dunham.
Legend, right?
My father is obsessed. So
really?
Yes, yeah. This is one of the first things I remember is the puppets on the TV. I was like, oh, who's this man? Well, that's Jeff Dunham. So if you're looking for something to do on Thursday, January 9th, he is bringing his artificial intelligence tour to the Ocean Center. is like a huge deal.
Yeah, that's a big deal for him to be here, and national touring artist and stuff. And it really, Kelsey, is kind of a hint of what's to come for the Ocean Center in 2025. We, as you know, we're going to celebrate the Ocean Center's 40th anniversary. Clayton, I love this. Yeah, right.
We're going to buy a cake.
And I mean, we can kind of talk about this a little bit. It's the 40th anniversary. There is a new direction for the Ocean Center, and very much seeking more national artists and bringing in community events and stuff like that. So what we like to call reimagining the Ocean Center in 2025 for its 40th anniversary. And Dunham is a great way to, the home show is a great way to kick it off. But Dunham is a great way to kick it off with a national artist, right?
Well, and we're past the holidays now, but if you did forget to buy a Christmas present for someone,
yes,
we are still selling tickets. So go out, grab it. Surprise, Jeff Dunham tickets. Look, I did not forget to give you a present.
You got it for your dad, right?
Yeah, of course I did. But my dad would also love the other event that's coming up at the Ocean Center, which is the Harlem Globetrotters.
Yes.
So I also grew up, watching the Harlem Globetrotters.
8-year-old me is so excited. I cannot wait. Seriously.
Can anybody spin the basketball on their finger even?
Absolutely.
That's like the most basic trick, and I cannot even do that.
No.
So super exciting. They're coming January 13th. So that's a Monday. So if you're looking for something to do on a Monday, get out there, check out the Harlem Globetrotters. Like Michael said, I think the Ocean Center is really bringing in some big hot talent, and this next year is going to be so exciting, and I'm pumped to see what comes through those doors.
Yeah, it's definitely a time to keep an eye out on the Ocean Center coming up when we reimagine them next year or this year now, I guess this year.
2025.
Clayton, I was just listening to the news this morning. They were talking about a cold front that's coming through.
Cold's already here.
Well, we're in Florida. The cold is here, yeah. God, am I wrong, or is January and February, it's such a short winter in Florida, but it's excruciating. It is painful. And I just came from the snow where you're dressed right and all that stuff, but here it's just it drops below 70. And I cry like a baby and don't get out of bed.
I love those memes on social media. It's
yeah.
Floridians against a hurricane, and there's nothing. But then when it drops below 60, everybody's mad crazy.
It is different, though, because there's a humidity level as well. And so, there's a wetness to the air, and so it is, a different kind of cold than when you have
Maggie
snow.
grew up here. Can you
tell?
Yeah, it is a different
She's a
kind
native.
of cold.
Maggie's defending how sensitive we are as Floridians against the 70-degree weather.
But with the cold weather coming up, actually starting tonight, for our listeners out there, if themselves or they may know anybody who may not have adequate heat in their home or that they do not have housing, some of our local community partners, Halifax Urban Ministries, Neighborhood Center, they're actually going to be operating cold weather shelters. Halifax Urban Ministries, they don't directly operate any at their facilities, but they coordinate with local churches. If you're needing something, just call HUM 386-317-5886. They can help you direct you to a church, and they can also help with the transport to get you there. The Neighborhood Center, The Bridge, their shelter in downtown DeLand, they're actually going to be opening tomorrow night, Saturday night. They'll open their doors at 6:30 p.m., so you can come there, and you can stay throughout the night, and they'll even serve you breakfast the following morning, and then you can go on your way. So I just want to make sure our listeners out there are aware of that. I am the emergency management person, so I also want to throw this out there that if you were impacted by Hurricane Milton, you have until Tuesday, January 7th, to submit your application for FEMA or U.S. Small Business Administration. We're just trying to get this out there. Maybe you don't have all the documentation or information you need to potentially qualify, but it's imperative you go ahead and submit an application because you have to have something on record by January 7th to be considered. Again, go to disasterassistance.gov, through the FEMA mobile app, sba.gov/disaster. Check those out as soon as possible.
Volusia County, we have about a minute left. Get out there and register for Park Volusia. Fill out your coastal survey. And, guys, I think this may be our last video broadcast. If you watch us, if you listen to us, keep listening to us on the radio. If you watch us, you need to transition over to our new podcast this month. Maggie, what's it called?
I'm so excited. It's called It's Giving Government.
It's Giving
Government.
Government.
Volusia County, tune in for It's Giving Government, our brand new 2025 podcast.
Oh, wait.
And Clayton, if I am going to be crazy enough to get in the ocean, where do I need to swim this weekend?
Always near a staffed lifeguard tower.
There it is.
Volusia County, be safe. Have a good weekend.